What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Redcat Live, and this time we swing things a little bit differently. Why? Because we are in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada, and of course, it's the SEMA show, baby. And you know, I got to do a little bit special, and I got to bring back a guest that joined us last year. We had to bring him back for a special edition show here today. Please welcome my brother from another mother, Alex Tuason from Hoppo. Did I pronounce your last name correctly? Tuason?
Tuason? Yeah, you got it right.
Woo! Jeez.
What's going on, guys? How are you, man? It's great to be back. Great to see you guys.
I'm really
happy.
Yeah, bro, listen, I'm happy I nailed your last name because I did that. I know you said if I got your last name right, I'm going to get a shopping spree at Hoppo's. So, like, I'm going to have my shopping cart ready to go down the aisles.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
I don't even know what this is. It looks like a valve, but I'll use it.
Shiny.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Dude, but I appreciate you coming back, man. I know last year it was a very iconic time to have you on the show.
Yes.
Right? We had just started talking about the 3D printed version that, you know, was in the works that Jacob and has talked to a lot of you guys on the show about previously, if you've been a part of the behind the scenes group. And we got to kind of learn a little bit about Hoppo's and its history.
Correct.
Now we're getting a lot closer. And of course, we got these beautiful babies here behind us that are some samples that we are getting closer and closer to. And there was something that I'm not going to put the pictures up now, but I'm going to put them up next week on on next week's show. But
I know what you're talking about. Okay.
I was able to capture some really good moments yesterday at your booth.
Dude, it's exciting.
Jacob, you know, was really eager to show you guys the work, right? Your name is on these two products. You know, this product,
right here.
but these two trucks. And I guess my first question is, before we get into the story of Hoppo, because a lot of folks are new now to the scene. Mm-hmm. They may not know Hoppos. They may not know what's going on. If you've been living under a rock, you don't know Hoppos. I should say.
No, it's perfectly okay.
No. You better know. You better ask somebody. No, but seriously, what was it like when he was able to bring this truck over to you from where you stand, seeing it from a concept idea? You visited our shop.
Yes.
You saw a 3D printed version then, and now you see what you see now.
I mean, just the steps, right? Because, like, we came in, we saw a little bit of it, and then I don't see you guys for like 6 months. We still keep in contact.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know. Like, I haven't seen all the cool little things that's got done. And then the next step, we saw the 3D printed. And I'm like, oh, man, we're getting closer. Yeah. Then a little bit of time goes by again. And you guys tease us with some pictures at Super Show.
Yep.
And then I was like, oh, it's game on.
Right.
And then
here we are, right?
And then that, I mean, the pictures will say it all when you guys see it, but it was exciting. It was very, very exciting.
You know, there's a lot that's going on in the behind the scenes group where we're having, you know, shows every single week where we talk a lot of in-depth information on the truck. And that's going to be for the Founders Edition. Did you know a little bit about that yet?
I do know a little bit, yes.
Okay.
I filled in a little bit on it, and that's actually exciting. So everyone that jumped in on that, good job.
Absolutely. So for those of you guys that don't know that might be joining us for the first time, the Founders Edition is going to be a specific special edition truck that you're going to be offering for those that are pre-ordering the truck. If you want more information about it, please check out the link in the description of this video. It'll take you to our website where you can put your $100 deposit down towards the final price of the truck, and that $100 goes towards the total price of the truck.
Yeah, I said that total price of the truck.
You get it. Got it. Good. All right. But absolutely, it's been a really kind of a nice environment where we talk and geek out a lot about what it takes to design the truck. Alex Amora, who's been really an awesome forefront person and designer for this truck, has been working diligently on it. Very informative. We have Matt Jackson, who's joined us a few different times on the show. Aaron as well, Matthias has joined us. The entire engineering team has had some kind of form and play in engineering and designing this truck. And Jacob has kind of been the elite member, making sure that all these pieces all come together. And
it's impressive, man.
Right.
Like, I've seen it, a lot of the behind the scenes stuff that you guys haven't seen, even on the lives and stuff like that. Being at the warehouse, seeing like the little fun factory in the background.
Yeah,
dude, it's impressive. It really is. So,
and I think like from where we stand, you know, like one thing that, you know, we left your booth yesterday, and you know, Jacob had this moment where, you know, like we kind of walked away and had this big smile on his face, and I'm like, dude, all the pain and struggles that you've been dealing with this truck, the designing, the failures, the successes, is that worth it when you see their face light up? Because, bro, I got a picture of you looking like a kid on Christmas morning, bro.
I know.
You looked at the back and you saw Hoppos.
Dude, I was
like,
honestly, like almost want to like shed a tear, right?
Right.
Like, Yeah, I mean, from what we started from to like sitting here now with you guys, and it's like just something we would never think that this would ever come to life. You know,
Absolutely.
like it was amazing. So it feels good, and I know that feeling. Like I know that feeling because when we build a car, like everyone's like, "Oh, you like to see it cruise?" I'm like, "No, I like it, that's cool. Don't get me wrong, but I like seeing when somebody grabs it or whoever owns that car, like grabs the switches,
Right.
and hits it, and that smile. I'm like,
Bro.
right, done deal."
Speaking of, there was a moment this week that I saw a video of Georgia
Yeah.
shedding a tear when her truck was
Dude.
rolling in.
Yeah, it was.
And that's what I'm getting at, right?
That's exactly that moment that he felt.
Yeah.
Like everyone that you guys all
Right.
felt, like that
Like-
was us.
And I'm walking away and I'm looking at him. I'm like, I just feel humbled and blessed to be able to be a part of the documenting of what's going on with that, right? And so, guys, for those of you guys that want more information about the truck, we're hoping and expecting that the Founders Edition and the mini truck scene, or mini trucks in general, should be available to the public. We hope no later than mid next year. So hopefully by June 2025. It could be as early as the end of the first quarter 2025, so sometime like March to June timeframe. So if it's
That's
something
good
that you're
news.
interested in, definitely go on over there. Founders Edition is going to be specific to the founders with a lot of its own vibe. But if you don't really want to participate in that and rather wait for the regular one to come out, the standard edition should be out about 45 to 60 days after the Founders Edition is out to the public. So there it is. There's that information when it comes to the bed dancer, the behind the scenes group. You got to hear from the man himself. But before we really let you just skip out, I really want people to kind of really understand what is Hoppo's, who is Hoppo's. Is it a guy, a big guy like that is in the back room and yo Hoppo? You know what I'm saying? Like I just kind of want to know, like, let the folks know a little bit about Hoppo's and what you guys are
I
about.
mean, I feel like it's kind of how it started. It was.
Okay.
It was the big guy in the back. It was. I mean, Hoppo's, the name itself got stuck with my dad from hopping. So back in the day when he started, he needed a name. And this is what he tells me. He needed a name that was just simple, straight to the point. If you look at all the names from the companies that were back around at his time, it was just like single word.
Right.
So it wasn't like Hoppo's Custom Suspension Works and Auto Body and blah, 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 blah. It was just straight to the point.
Right.
So he was thought of something and he was like, Hop. Well, they already call me Hop. Like, Hoppo. Oh, Hoppo. Hey, that
works.
Fits the criteria.
Yeah.
Boom, Hoppos. And it just kind of stuck and it never left. I mean, we try to get rid of like the apostrophe and I try to like modernize it a little bit, but it's still, people still call him Hoppo, Hoppos. And if you guys don't know who I'm referring to my dad. My dad started the business back in 1989. Originally back in 84, but like a legit business in 89. So he's been doing it since he was in high school, in the garage, in the driveway, I should say. He didn't even have the luxury of a shed, like a roof over his head. It was just a driveway. So, yeah, I mean, my grandparents' driveway, built cars. Actually, I don't want to say built cars because he wasn't even building cars back then. It was just like, hey, man, I need that Alpine. Like, I can fix this for you. And it was like trade work.
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
You know, and
yeah.
You're in high school. And you didn't have the money.
And it's the culture, right? You try to find out how to wash, one hand washes the other.
Yeah, and like we laugh about it now because I'm like, did you know how to do that? He's like, oh, no, absolutely not. And I'm like, so, but you just took in the job? He's like, yeah, I'll just figure it out. I'm like, and that's kind of the thing now. I mean, we still we learn as we go, right? We still figure it out. The whole machines in the machine shop now that we're sitting in, we didn't go to school for any of that. We just learn as we go, evolve.
Dude, I love that, because it's a true humbling story from, the beginning. And let's be honest, you guys are huge now. It's a real big operation.
Thank you.
You guys offer suspension works or suspension products specifically for what kind of vehicles?
So specifically we're known for the lowrider market. I mean, that's like our bread and butter. Hydraulics, air suspension, and now we're moving into even more chassis and suspension components. So more of the arms and the wishbones and more of the fabricated items as well. As things go on and the years go by, we're evolving and getting into more products and more machinery. Opens the doors for us to be able to create new product for you guys. But it's one of those things where, we're learning and we go, put it up, try it. Doesn't work. Kind of like this,
Yeah.
No, you put it up, try it. Dang, that worked yesterday, but it doesn't work today. We're going to the same thing, and it's just growing pains, and it feels good. It's a great problem to have.
It's truly, like I said, you guys are a true testament of time. there's been a lot of companies that have come and gone. I mean, when I was growing up, there was this brand and then that brand. And I remember opening up Lowrider magazine and always seeing these two specific brands everywhere you go. You know, and a lot of them have kind of come and gone. Some of them are still around, but you guys follow the lowrider circuit everywhere, lowrider magazine circuit specifically. And it's, dude, like, you guys don't just show up. You guys show up and show out. And
we try to, man.
I want to say, no. Hold on, let me pop your collar one time. Because my boy over here, he's being humble as hell. But let me tell you, there was a beautiful ride that was on display at the Las Vegas Lowrider Super Show that you guys were able to be a part of, and build. And now that vehicle is an iconic vehicle. In the last 90 days, it's just turned into this amazing work of art on so many levels. And you know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly
let the folks know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So I mean, with everything we do, we get opportunities. You know, some are better than others. And at this point, we have a lot of stuff coming our way, and we have to really weed through, you know, like what's going to be good for us as a company and what's going to work out and what actually fits us. And we had the opportunity to jump on board with a build with Monster Energy, Al Monstro, Lowrider. It was a sponsored thing. So S&K jumped in, Curry, Enterprises, House of Color.
Bro, a Curry axle underneath the Lolo, though.
Yeah, Curry. And now we actually have a full line of Curry rear diffs that we offer for lowriders that are, you know, for Impalas that drop right in. Have our Impala wishbone bracket already built in.
So they're sectioned just the
already
right.
shortened for skirts, ready to go. So, you know, these are the opportunities that have popped up in the last year or two, and just trying to make it worthwhile, you know. And a lot of it is really how we could show off to the lowrider community and to the industry in like the most positive way possible, and to grow everyone together, you know. It's not just about like, oh, Hoppo's got it. Like, no, like if we win and whoever's in the team, like we all win, you know, like it's a group effort.
So I heard I'm getting a Curry here pretty soon. Oh, sorry. I got adopted by mistake. No. I mean, we kind of look like brothers, right? Dad, Papa.
Where's so anyways, guys, and we're going to jump back into this. And no, so yeah, we got the opportunity to, you know, do that monster build, and it's really cool. So John Martinez, I don't know if you watch this or not, but thank you. Thank you for believing in us and believing in the whole lowrider team, you know. And yeah, now that car is, I don't know, it's been in the Call of Duty games now, Ice Cube music videos, latest single, you know, It's My Ego. Yeah, there's a lot of other stuff too that are kind of in the works that I can't say, but yeah, you know, and one of those things, you know, we got a lot of heat for that car. It's like, you know, it's this and that. It's like, there's a reason we're doing it. There's a vision that we see, and there's also a mindset that we have.
Well, bro,
and, you know, we're not narrow-minded.
Absolutely, and I think that's the key ingredient here, is that I've seen you guys create these amazing works of art, and you guys don't shy away from being different in that world. From working on Teslas with air ride suspension, and I mean a badass Tesla at that.
And we got heat for that one.
I know, bro. I know. You know? I heard Elon wanted, like, you know, want to know, like, bro, where's my kid? Where's my kid? Is what he said. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I mean, like even George's mini truck. You know, I mean, I was over there studying all the line work. You guys had a chassis that you guys had out here last year. That was absolutely amazing. The amount of craftsmanship that went into it, dude, is bar none.
That was one of my favorite ones still.
Right. Now, El Monstro, there's something very specific with its engine. Right? What's going on with, did I see an engine in the back seat?
No, those are the pumps.
Those are the pumps?
Those are the pumps,
okay.
So what we did in that one is we're running 20 Odysseys in there. So
20 Odyssey batteries. Wow.
So 20 Odysseys. The biggest thing on that, and this is what a lot of people didn't understand, was like, you know, build a hopper. But everyone that builds a hopper, they get to take that car, and after it works or it breaks, they take it back to the house and work on it. Ours stood on tour for 8 to 12 months, and that's the whole idea. So when we have to work on it, we're working on it in a parking lot at Walmart with like 2 lights and, you know, 5 bums chasing us, you know. So it's like we had to really be like strategic on how we place things, because we needed to have access. So like the reason we put it in the back seat was be able to work on it through the window outside the car.
That makes sense.
So there's things that we did that, you know, didn't really make sense to the lowrider world in the beginning, but now as things progress and, you know, now it makes sense.
Because, I mean, I don't know if you can speak on it, because, I mean, even the challenges alone when you guys were filming it, are you able to kind of elaborate a little bit of that, and kind of like, because you guys weren't you guys just didn't hop it for movie purposes. You
No.
guys had to take one, take two, take three.
Yeah, and that was like, and it was hard. It was really hard because they hit us and they said, hey, can you guys do this? Like, can the whole team, everyone involved, knock this out in like 6.5 months? I think it was 6 months, something like that. And I was like, oh, you're serious? Like, okay. Yeah, we can. You know, we have a great team. Everyone involved was amazing to work with. But in the end of the day, like, you just can't buy time, right? So it was hard because we were building it and the body was being painted and we had the frame and, swap frames, and we had to really line up time frame and dropping everything off for powder and paint and this and that. 6 months is not a lot of time. So even when we went to go test the car, we're testing it, the car breaks, we fix it, and it's like, ring, hello. Oh, by the way, that car needs to be in LA at 6 p.m. tomorrow. Jeez. And this car's like blown apart.
Oh, wow.
So then it's like scramble to put it back together, get it on the trailer, go and hop it for the Call of Duty shoot. And we're in LA from like 4 in the afternoon to like 3 or 4 in the morning.
Oh, wow.
And it would just take after take after take because they wanted to get every angle covered. We hopped that thing.
So you have to think about it, guys. Like, that wasn't just like we hopped it a few times, and we got it in frame.
Yeah.
You guys had to, and this was probably like its ultimate test.
It was, because at this point, like, the car was tested, but like we had torn it apart so many times already that we had tried new parts, new tires, new wheels, like new spindles. And it was like, oh, by the way, it has to be here tomorrow. We're like, well, it was just working, so hopefully it's still working. We toss it on a trailer, we go out there, and what they requested was like 7 to 10 hops every single take.
Oh, wow.
And they're like, can it do it? We're like, we're about to find out.
Yeah, right.
We'll know right now.
And listen, those of you guys that know and are seeing the hop world and seen hop offs happen, things happen, right?
Yeah, things happen. It's high voltage.
Right.
It's high voltage, there's a lot of force, a lot of PSI. So, like, to hop it 7 to 10 times, like, that's just a feat in itself. But to do that for take one, and I think we did end up like 40 to 50 takes.
Jeez.
And it just went all night. I mean, we were just like, ooh, motors are, on fire.
And those Odyssey batteries.
The Odysseys were just like, they're bubbling, and it's like, realistically, the amount of times we hopped it just that one night was like more than most people would hop in a year.
In a lifetime?
In a year. So, like, I mean, we actually broke the block on the motor itself, like on the engine.
No
like
way.
The block just shattered because we hopped it so much. Oil was everywhere. Transmission broke, and then we had to like haul it off out of there. And they're like, oh, by the way, tomorrow, can you guys have this? Like, I don't even remember what the next thing was, and we're like, tomorrow, as in like today, because it's already like 3 a.m.
in the morning.
They're like, yeah. So myself and my brother, we shoot back to the shop and we pull it in with the forklift, and we just tear into it, swap the motor into it that night, transmission, and then like I think by like 5 p.m. that night, it was ready to go. So it was like motor trans, cross member, brake lines, making stuff to work. It was just like that car has just been so go that like everyone thinks like it was just sitting there. Like, no, it wasn't ready. Like, this thing has been like on the move this whole time. Right. It's been crazy, man. It really has.
Dude, that's awesome. I mean, like, being able to hear what it takes and what you had to endure, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I mean. Is like the car is becoming an iconic vehicle in its own right. Not an iconic lowrider, not an iconic hopper, not an iconic for lineage, but just because of the mere fact that it's putting a hopper in the forefront of the world.
Yeah.
And a collaboration that is unseen and unheard of.
I mean, Monsters is an amazing company to deal with, and it's just to be able to have that opportunity. Like, we just had to deliver on it, and it's not the highest hopper in the world. It's not the cleanest car in the world, but it's amazing.
100%. I think at this point, it's a true evolution of seeing where you guys have come.
Yeah.
From working in a driveway to then being able to build these amazing one-off vehicles that are on display for the world to see, even here at SEMA.
Yeah.
Lowrider shows all over. Every show you go to
right now too.
Every show you go to, you have Hoppo's equipped cars that people have paid to have built or have your products in them at shows next to your huge display. That's what I'm saying. You guys don't just show up. You guys show up and show out.
No, I mean, we have amazing customers, man. It really, and like, I always thank you guys all the time. You guys know on Instagram, YouTube, and everything. I'm just like, man, we wouldn't be here without you guys. And that's really what it comes down to. Also, I mean, we just have to serve. Like our thing is like customer service, you know,
100%.
customer service. So without the customer service, without you guys, and I mean, we wouldn't have the brand we have now.
Right. So, guys, I'm in awe because, like, I've heard a little bits and pieces of the story from what I've been able to see, and he's been able to share with me, and just in passing.
Yeah.
So, like, you guys got to hear a little bit more about that, which really, like, I don't know, I love it, man. It's a vibe in itself, and to have someone here of your guys' caliber that has been true and tested over the ages and ages of time, and being in the scene, and being able to partner up with you. And be a part of it, and then have this guy. Get your butt over here for a second, bro.
I know, man. Get over here.
Get over here, bro.
Plug his YouTube so you can watch the milk.
Right. Jacob here. I know that we said, Jacob, that we're not going to talk in super high detail about that because we want you guys that want to know more about it to be a part of the behind the scenes group, if you want to, and or wait for it to be ready. But where you stand, hearing what he goes through. I mean, obviously, you do a 10th scale version of that abuse, right? So, like, for you,
mental abuse, like that's all it is, man. Like it's still a lot of work.
Right. So, I mean, like, what does it mean to you to be here partnering up with Hoppos with these trucks, seeing his dad, taking that vibe? Like, what does that bring to you?
It's a great feeling, to go and hear their feedback on, what we built, right? All the time and effort to go and, make it to where, we feel like it's, correct, but, to get the validation that, or their reaction, like saying like, oh man, this is sick, right?
He did say this sucks, and he kicked it.
He kicked it,
I kicked it. I tried to hide it so I could take it home.
But going in here, what they have to go through to, in order to go and create the big builds and everything like that, it's a crazy experience. I bet.
No, I mean we share the same thing though. It's the passion to keep pushing something crazier. Right? And, like that's what it falls down to.
Even though it feels like a mountain that you're climbing, but once you get to the peak of it, then you go and see, man.
Still haven't got there. I'm still climbing.
Yeah.
That's the hard part.
I'm still on the bottom, man.
Yeah.
So, Jacob, are you able to leak any information that you can tell the folks about this thing?
Oh man, you trying to get me in trouble again?
It's easier for you to get in trouble than for me to get in trouble. So
how is that?
I don't work for Redcat. I'll tell you guys everything. Just kidding.
But no, like I said, Jacob, man, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for being a crucial part of this project. I know that we're not at the finish line yet. We still have a few months left of work and whatnot, but like anything else, good things take time, and I can't wait to see how it's received with everyone. And again, if you guys want more information about the behind the scenes group, check out the link in the description of this video. We go in really high detail. There's already around 26 live shows on that page where we really go into detail about things like how the body is shaped, what it takes to create a mold. What else did we talk about in there?
I mean, we talked about steering geometry. We went and talked about like the actual bed dancing mechanism, like how many iterations it took to get to that point, the ups and downs of, the different configurations of that, because this is not the original design that it was originally, intended to use. And then going and, changing the type of material of the body itself, and how that produced a lot more problems on the way. There's a lot, man. There is a lot.
That's it.
That's it. Yeah.
That sounds
I mean, how much time?
That sounds like Monday morning, right?
Yeah.
How many drinks of energy drinks you in on?
Oh yeah.
Wait, can we get some Monster?
I got some in the booth.
There you go. This episode of Redcat Live is sponsored by Monster Energy Drink. Thank you very much. Hey, so I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Thank you for everything you're doing, bro. And it's always great, bro.
Thank you for making like a childhood, adulthood dream come true, man. Like it's amazing.
Right.
Plug his video so they watch his YouTube.
Oh yeah, dude. So let me know, bro. Yeah. So let me know really quick. Let the folks know where can they find out more about Hoppos, and where can they find out some of the videos maybe that are out and about circulating with like El Monstro.
Okay. So I'm on Instagram all the time. So you guys can hit me up on Instagram, Hoppos_Alex on Instagram. There's live stories, reels on there that shows like stuff happening at real time. Then if you guys want more of like the how-to text and also just overall videos of El Monstro, we have it all on our YouTube, which is Alex Hoppos 909 on YouTube. And then on the website, we have how-to videos, tech videos, helping discussions, stuff like that. So pretty much if you type in Hoppos on Google, videos will pop up. throughout everywhere. So
right.
on all social media.
And so you guys also do hydraulics primarily,
Yeah.
but you guys dabble a little bit with air ride too?
Yeah, I mean, we do both. Both of them are a huge part of the business. It's just everyone knows us for hydraulics. Like that's just like everyone goes Hoppo's hydraulics. Like that just kind of goes with it. But air ride is a massive part of our business, and we've kind of pushed more and more on it. But then it's like we love the hydraulic side of it so much that they're like, it's fun. Don't get me wrong. It's for different style vehicles, you know. But we are going to push more for the air stuff. I know a lot of you guys have been asking for it. We're going to start coming out with a lot more items. Hydraulic wise, there's like 3 or 4 new items launching this year or January, this coming year. And air ride, there's going to be a few new things too. So just so you guys know. Any
nearby future projects that you might be able to, that you're working on, that you might be able to tell us about, or that to keep an eye out on your channel for?
Maybe.
So that means there's some cool stuff happening.
Maybe, yeah. There's I mean, I haven't really said it, and I don't want to say it.
That's fair.
But if you guys watch the Instagram and YouTubes, you'll see stuff in the background. And if you guys watch it, El Monstro's not the only one.
Right. So there you guys go. You guys now know where to find it. What's your website?
www.hopposonline.com.
So there you guys have it. Hoppo's Custom Suspension Works. Yeah. Okay. Make sure you guys check them out. Give them lots of love. This is exactly why we, as Redcat, are blessed to partner up with them on this venture, and just proud to be able to have their name on this truck. And we hope that when this thing finally drops, that you guys get to feel the way that they were able to feel today, in having that vehicle in their hands and taking a look at it. There's still a lot left in this year. You guys saw that we launched the MT, the Lawless Edelbrock Edition, just yesterday. And we might get Shane here in a little bit to kind of help answer some of those questions here as well. But maybe not. We may wait for next week for that one, or maybe even tomorrow at that. But, Cody knows everything, right? Yeah. So, but we really appreciate you guys. And Alec, I really appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, man.
Thank all, the whole Redcat team, man. Thank you guys all.
Absolutely. You know, a lot of the guys are in here. They're like, man, really cool stuff. Oscar deserves curries. He deserves a hat. And he deserves Monster energy drinks for life. So thank you so much.
I don't think it says that.
Mic check, 1, 2.
I don't think it says that at all.
Is this thing on? All right, guys. Well, again, guys, we appreciate you guys so much. Join us back tomorrow, same time, same channel. We'll have a little bit more information. We're going to see if we can get Shane here with us so we can talk a little bit more in depth on the MT and answer some of those questions. You guys now know a little bit more about Hoppo's as well. You guys know about the lineage and the cultivation of what they're working on. If you want more information and to check out a lot of amazing and badass builds, you know where to find them. Check them out. We appreciate you guys. So I was going to say next week, but till tomorrow. See you guys. You guys stay blessed. Stay safe.
Thank you guys, man. Thank you.
The little ones like that, I think, and then the monster trucks are.
Yeah.